Welcome folks, I'm Og, and today in this video, we are going to be looking at the various different types of tools, gear pieces, and sets a covert operator might use. Now, what is a covert operator? What do I mean by covert operators tools? Basically, for the simple definition of this video, these tools are meant to help you get into a place where you are not supposed to be in. There are different words that you can use to describe these tools. I'm not going to use them because I don't want to get my video flagged. I don't by any authorities nor my channel. So we're just going to call them covert operator tools. Now I wanted to go over a couple things before we even begin the video. First things first, I don't condone the use or buying of these tools. People who use and buy these tools are using them for nefarious deeds, and that's just not okay. The reason why I wanted to create this video is because if you know what tools an individual is using, that can help you defend yourself against those tools. So, with all that being said, without further ado, let's get into the video. Wait. Stop for a second. Let me explain some changes that are going on. Basically, what I had intended for this little project of mine was I wanted to make one simple video of me showcasing all of my gear. As I was filming and editing, I came to realize that that's going to be a fairly long video, and I'm not going to put it past you folks. I highly doubt you are going to watch an hour-long video of me showcasing my gear. So we're going to change it up a bit. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dissecting it into three different parts. The first part is miscellaneous or useless gear. Basically, this isn't gear that you need. It's good to have offhand if you want to switch it out here and there, but not a necessity item. The second video will focus on apparel. Everything from my underwear to the backpacks that I'm wearing, any pouches that I add on. We'll get into that in the second video. The third video will actually be the actual tools and gear items that I use in order to do what I do. So, without further ado, let's get into the first video, miscellaneous or useless gear. Now, what we have here are some screwdrivers. As you can see, they have a couple of modifications on them. These aren't the main ones that I use. However, I still have them. The screwdrivers can be helpful, but are also slightly useless at times. As you can see, we have a couple of flatheads. Those may not be called flatheads. Now that I think about it, don't quote me on that. They can be small and compact. Screwdrivers can be helpful if you know which ones you need and for which uses. As you can see though, there are a couple of modifications on it. We do have some duct tape on it, just so we can blend it in, make it black. As you can see, it kind of falls apart and I have to push it back in, so that can be an issue. Here we have a J tool. Basically, you are supposed to put it inside a crevice, a little space, and then hook it into the door and then unlock the latch. As you can see, this is the turning tool. It's cool to have, but I really don't see any use for it, so it is in my miscellaneous gear. It's quite a large item as well. Now, here is a part of something much bigger. You'll see that in later videos. These are extra picks and rakes. Pretty much there are multiple tools that came with that bag, but those are an expansion pack for a pocket multi pick set. It's quite interesting, and you'll be able to see it in much later videos. Now these are very interesting. You might actually see me use these in videos. These are elevator keys. These are for commercial elevator keys. These will give me access to apartment buildings, malls, offices, all sorts of things like that. Yeah, I'm quite excited. Hopefully we'll be testing these out very soon. The only issue with these is they're very loud, very heavy, and very bulky. This is an antenna. This will help me expand the range of something that I will also be showing you in a much later video. This is a rip hook or a grip hook. I don't know the exact name, but it doesn't matter because you shouldn't be buying these. Basically, these allow you to open up the emergency pulley on a garage door. Basically, you just simply unhook it, you push it through. It is very thin, very light, and you simply hook onto the thread that is hanging. Definitely a hack. Oh boy, okay. Now I've heard quite a lot about this tool. This is a UDT, underdoor tool. I've heard this is very useful, that this works. I have no control over it. Basically, there is an attachment that comes with it. It's basically a string that holds onto the top. Even though I have that attachment, it still does not allow me to control it. It is quite a hard tool to use. It's definitely gonna get some getting used to. I haven't gotten used to it. It's also quite large, quite big, but it can be folded up in some sense. These right here are just a couple of straps. These may be useful if I need to carry anything, if I need to attach something to my backpack. No real use for them, but you know, if I want them, I have them. Right here, one of the most important tools. I have these on me at all times, but I'll showcase these with miscellaneous because I'm constantly running through these. These are black gloves. Now, just FYI, I do not recommend this brand. Black Mamba is a terrible brand. It is very weak. The brand I do recommend, I'll put on screen. I don't remember it currently, but basically you just want some black gloves, some solid, thick black gloves. This is a glass suction cup. Now, I also have this in my main gear. I don't showcase it. This is meant to stick onto any glass that I will be using a different tool with. It's very a niche. It's definitely a niche item. In order for me to use this, I need another tool. It's quite bulky. It's quite large, you know, as you can see. But other than that, I thought it'd be interesting to see if it'd be possibly usable. This is a gun waistband. Comfort Tack, comfortable carry solution. very tactical. It's quite comfy. Definitely holds a gun, holds extra ammo mags. It's meant for all sizes. That's definitely one thing, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure I can also attach knives to this too, so it can be used in multiple different ways. I don't have a use for it though. Currently don't have a gun with me, which I guess is a good thing, depending on, you know, who you're talking to. But yeah, it's quite nice. It's comfortable. I've worn it before, but you know, I have absolutely no use. This is a sharpening stone. Now, I got this on Amazon, basic sharpening stone, but it came with a lot of things. It was a whole pack. It actually came with a box. I'm quite mad I threw away the box. But as you can see, 3,000 to 8,000 grit. I forgot what the other grit is on the other stones, but it comes with 2 gloves so that you don't cut yourself, 2 stones, 4 different grits, 2 grits on each stone, a cleaning stone so that you can clean the sharpening stones with, a leather strop, and a base for the sharpening stone. There's plastic on the bottom of the sharpening stone and plastic on the bottom of the base, so that isn't slipping anywhere. All in all, it's a very good sharpening stone. I've actually used it to sharpen a couple of my knives. I would highly suggest you invest in one. One Write in the Rain notebook. You will be seeing me use this much more, hopefully later on in the future. This will be a staple in my training. We have eraser refills, we have some lead refills, three mechanical pencils. These are all waterproof and weatherproof, metal. They're very durable too, good strong items. And then one pen. I had one more, but the pen's actually dried out. I did not like it. But yeah, this is a very good notebook. It's waterproof. I attached also a little plastic bag, so if I want to put anything inside there, I can. Just a practice training notebook. You'll be seeing me hold that much more later on in the future. Now, we're going to show some practice clothing items or some parkour clothing items. We have one black hat. It's always easier for me to use a hat. I can disguise my face with it, but also keep the sun out of my eyes. Black socks, obviously. There's a theme here, peeps. There's a theme here. A black shirt. I mean, come on now. We just saw the socks. What are you expecting the shirt to be? One black beanie. This is a Ben Davis beanie. I've had this beanie for years. Still looks damn near brand new. It's a great beanie. I'd suggest you invest in a Ben Davis beanie. and it's just quite stylish. Nice skater gear. These are something that I'm very interested in. These are basically sweatpants but with zippers for pockets. I can hold things and make sure that they don't fall out. If I'm climbing, that's something you're going to be seeing a lot of later on in the future. So yeah, I do not want to be having anything fall out my pockets. A black hoodie, simple black hoodie. I'm gonna need something for cold weather. I'm gonna need something to make sure I got all the dirt and grime off my arms and hands. There's nothing special about this hoodie. No extra pockets, no spy pockets, no nothing like that. And last but not least, just some shoes. We have some Van shoes. I also have some Fila shoes that are all black, but those are shoes that I actually go on missions with, so you may not see me in those shoes. These are my practice shoes, my parkour shoes. You'll see me in these shoes later on in the future. Wait a second. Stop. Let me go over a couple of special mentions. Now, these are tools that I accidentally forgot to film in the original filming of these tool reviews and gear sets. So we're just gonna do that right now. Basically, there are only 3 tools, and then a couple of other tools that I haven't yet acquired. I hope to acquire these in the future, but like I said, don't worry about them. I don't have them yet. They're just, shout-outs. Let's go over the 3 tools right now. Now, this isn't really a tool. This is more so an addition to a tool. The under the door tool. Basically, you hook it up to the tool. I'm not gonna bring it out because, as you guys saw, it's freaking long and huge, and it's right down there below. But you put it at the very top, so you can help guide it. Now, like I said earlier on in the video, I've tried using the under the door tool, UDT tool with the UDT with my doors, and I haven't found much success. I highly doubt I'm gonna be using it. So, no real use in this. I can't even use the UDT tool without this, neither with it, so, I see no point in it. These are something very interesting. Let's take these out. These are hinge pin tools. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show you how to use them, but these are a beautiful, beautiful tool. They work on my door, and that's what I'm saying. I use these tools on my own doors, so I try them out, and these work. These things work. Basically, the hinges, the 3 hinges, 1, 2, 3 on a door. Basically, there's a little hole. You put this little tiny thing. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see that. You put this tiny little thing inside the hinge, and you do that, and it knocks them out. You could literally remove a door with this. One tool, remove a door. Now, that's of course, supposing that the hinges are on the outer side of the door. I don't think American hinges are on the outer side of the door. If they are, that'd be a huge flaw. So thankfully, they're not. But yeah, hinge pin tools, very good addition to a covert operators set. Yeah, good tools. Good tools. Now, with all that being said, I wanted to give a couple mentions. Mention number 1. I wanted to add a borescope. I might add a little picture of it in the video. Basically, so you can use it under the door, you can look around, you can see things. Maybe if there was some type of thermal borescope, that would be even better, but I highly doubt that. So yeah, gotta add a borescope. That's number 1. Number 2. Thermal camera. This is an obvious one. Basically, the Barefoot Bandit had used this in his spree over in Washington, I believe. Basically, he used a thermal camera to look into people's houses. He could see if you were sleeping, he could see if you were in there, whether the lights were on or off, it did not matter. So yeah, a thermal camera, that's one of them. 3. Now, in the video, I had showed you already a Uniden. Basically, I want a Baofeng UV5R for multiple different various reasons. I'm not going to go into all the reasons, but you can do more with a UV5R. The Uniden is purely a scanner. It is meant to scan signals around. It's not meant to transmit, it's not meant to jam anything, but with a UV5R, there are ways you can actually jam things with a UV5R, and you can also signal and transmit different things with that, and it's also a police scanner. So, like I said, Baofeng UV5R, I would like that in my kit. 4. Now, this is kind of cliche, but I want one of those roll tool bags. Basically, something that I can roll up that allows me to keep my tools inside, and it can roll up into something like this. You know, not too large, but not too small. And you know, it's leather, or a canvas. You know, something strong, a durable fabric that doesn't pierce, that doesn't poke through. Something where I can put my tools inside and then just roll them out and have them all out right there, and then roll it back up. I know it's cliche, but yeah, I want that. That seems useful, and I could use that. It would save space rather than that big bag I showed you. And yeah, just a simple roll out tool bag. 5. Okay, so I have 2 more. This one's kind of ridiculous. I thought we might as well get the ridiculous one just out of the way. A fireman's pry bar. Basically, you know, I'll put a picture up, but it's quite a large thing. It's quite a large item. It's at least up to my ribs, maybe waist to rib height. Large thing of metal, durable steel. Yeah, I wanted one of those. I don't think I'd ever use it, but it'd be, you know, kind of fun to have in your kit. Why not? 6. Now, this is for something you may or may not see later on. You probably are going to see, but in different types of aspects. Basically, I wanted a black dry bag with bug out items. Items where if anything happens whilst I'm on one of my adventures, I can directly go to take the dry bag and just leave. I don't need anything. Everything's in that dry bag. It's meant for me to just pick up and go, and I'll be able to get home with those items. I'll be able to do whatever I need. That's probably not going to happen anytime soon, but, you know, we'll see. Whoa, wait a minute. We're not done here. There's another tool that I have. This is a part of the non-used items, the, you know, junk items, the extra stuff items. I don't use this, but I mean, it is a part of my arsenal, so might as well let you guys know about it and let you see it. simple dimple mirror. Basically, it doesn't even extend that long. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty useless, but you know, it at least allows me to see things that, you know, you can't usually see. See, you can see my hand right there and my finger. So yeah, I don't use it. It's pretty much junk. The reason why I didn't return it is because it's non-returnable, which, you know, non-refundable. That's how they get you. They don't even tell you that. They just put it on the damn receipt and let you find out later. But yeah, pretty useless, but like I said, it's in my arsenal, so I thought I'd tell you guys about it. Basically what this is a change of clothes. This is always good to have if you need to change out into your current clothing items and you need to switch off into a quick set of new clothes. If you need to put it in your backpack, then that's always fine. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. Now, we have one last item, and basically this is the most important item of them all. We have the camera bag. This is a quick strap to the back bag, very tight, nice and compact. It holds everything I need. It holds all the camera gear I need. Has 2 main pockets, 2 side pockets, and then 1 pocket on the strap. It also has a net that allows me to hold a water bottle. It's kind of lame and useless, but you know, it's still there. It allows me to strap on both sides, but one of the sides is broken, so it is definitely used, but it's usable. So yeah. And that is all, folks. I wanted to say firstly, thank you, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, or morning, whatever it may be. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and no need to like and subscribe. If you've gotten to the end of this video, that's enough for me. For the last time, I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and have a great day.